AI is not replacing jobs, it's replacing tasks. And the difference here is more important than most people realize. So we're often hearing that developers are dead, that DevOps is dying, and that IT support won't exist in a few years. And it all sounds very dramatic and it gets a lot of attention, of course, but it's not necessarily accurate. So the truth is a lot more nuanced. And if you misunderstand it, then you're not going to prepare for the future correctly, or perhaps you're not even going to prepare for a role in this industry at all. And I think that that would be a big mistake. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you what AI is actually replacing, how common tech roles are actually evolving, and what you need to do to stay competitive. And at the end of the video, I'm going to walk through some of the roles that are growing and becoming more secure because of cloud and AI, and that's where the future really lies. My name's Neil Davis. I've been working in this industry for over 25 years, and I've trained over 1 million students in cloud computing. Now, jobs are essentially a collection of tasks. A job is not one thing, it's just a collection of different tasks and responsibilities. If you take a developer, for example, they're going to write code, but they're also going to review code. They're going to debug systems. They're going to design some architectural requirements, translate business requirements into technical solutions, and make trade-offs between cost and performance and security and so on. They also need to communicate with different stakeholders in the business and improve reliability, and many, many more things. So AI is quite good at some of those tasks. In fact, it's really good at some of those tasks, but it's not good at all of them. And the key is to understand the difference. So what's actually happening to developers in the world today is not that they're being fully replaced by AI. The AI is actually augmenting their work. It's helping them to offload some functions of what they used to do. Developers are using AI to write code, to build APIs, to write tests or refactor functions, and that gives them a massive productivity increase. Nearly half of new code today is actually written by AI, or it's AI assisted at the very least. But AI does struggle with some other things. It struggles with really sort of understanding the nuance of business requirements. Of course, it can't communicate with stakeholders in the way that a human being can. It doesn't necessarily understand the long-term implications or, of course, take accountability when things don't work. So companies are not eliminating developers. What's actually happening is they are reducing the amount of entry-level developers that they need. So unfortunately, the bar has certainly risen for entry into this industry if you want to become a developer, which is not necessarily a pathway I would recommend. However, those who do have experience already, who have some background in actual development work and working in the industry, working on projects, well, now they have an opportunity to leverage AI to become more productive. And that's where the future is really for companies. They're going to reduce some of the entry-level roles, but they're going to keep the people with more experience. Now, DevOps is similar in that DevOps engineers used to have to do a lot more manual tasks than they do today. So now AI tools can do things like generating some pipeline code, analyzing log files, which is something which can be a painstaking task for a human being, but you can give gigantic amounts of log files to AI and it can generate some results and give you some feedback on what's actually happening really quickly. So some of those operational tasks are being taken by AI. So think of it as the DevOps engineers are offloading some of the work they used to have to do, so now they can become more productive. Doesn't eliminate the need for DevOps engineers at all. However, the role is shifting more towards platform engineering and system design, so the higher level functions of that job role, not the sort of lower level, more junior functions. So definitely don't need as many junior people, but we do need more senior people. The roles that I've spoken about up to now are roles that are going to be heavily impacted by AI. I would say that some IT support roles, some QA and testing roles are also going to see the same challenges as we go forward, where more senior people are definitely going to find opportunities. The entry level getting into those job roles, those entry level jobs are not going to exist, or they're going to be far fewer than they used to be in the past. But let's talk more about some of the job roles that are actually growing because of AI. So why would any job roles grow because of AI? Well, AI has to exist somewhere. It runs on cloud platforms for the most part. So most AI applications that people are using today are actually running in the cloud. They're running in Amazon Web Services, they're running in Google Cloud Platform, or they're running in Microsoft Azure. There's some others as well, but those are the main cloud platforms where people are building AI applications that we end up using. Now, also, if you're a company and you just want to integrate some AI functions into an application so you can deliver some new value to your customers, again, Going to the cloud is going to make your life much, much easier because a lot of managed services exist where you can already plug in those capabilities straight into your application just by making a few API calls. You don't have to spend millions of dollars developing these capabilities yourself. So what happens is that means more companies are starting to utilize the cloud so that they can get an edge in the world of artificial intelligence and bring those capabilities to their customers or design new products. So all these applications are running in the cloud. That means we need more people to manage the cloud infrastructure layer. So we need cloud engineers and we need cloud solutions architects. The architects are the ones who design these systems. So they're the ones who work with different stakeholders in a business and they work out how to deliver a technical solution that aligns with the requirements of the business. Cloud engineers are the ones who actually do a lot of the building work. So they're the ones who actually then go out and actually build these solutions and integrate these different capabilities together within the cloud. So in those two job roles, we're definitely seeing more growth as more companies move to the cloud. And then, of course, there's the AI and ML engineers. So these are the people that are much more focused on the machine learning and the artificial intelligence capabilities, either via leveraging managed services or building out these capabilities themselves. So, of course, this is a really fast-growing area of technology. There's a lot of job opportunities here, and the pay is amazing as well. So very, very good opportunity there, something that's certainly going to see tremendous growth into the future. Now, in summary, for most people, if you're interested in a future in cloud and artificial intelligence, so working in this tech industry, then the best combination of skills is going to be to have cloud capabilities and have AI and machine learning capabilities as well. Now, if you're interested in working with me and my team to develop your own skill set, build a portfolio, and get certified so that you can land a job in the industry, check out our Cloud Mastery Bootcamp. You'll find a description in the link of this video. And if this video is useful to you, please like the video and subscribe to our channel, and I'll be sending you some more.